Hello again. So today, well, two things. I'm going to, as you've seen in previous videos, my locomotives don't really necessarily work, and I haven't really gone through all of them. So we're going to do that to see what works today and what doesn't. The other problem too, if you've noticed, I haven't done any running sessions because all my track is pretty not that good. I don't have a complete loop, and it's pretty dirty, and a lot of it's in bad shape. Some of it's like 50 years old. I feel really old now.
Pause. Okay, so let's talk about track for a moment. I'm actually designing a very simple layout in SCARM, and it's meant for a 4x8 table. I have found a location where I can set up a temporary layout. The thing is, right now, I'm just trying to stay within a budget and not spend money too quickly. So that's what's happening with the layout and doing running sessions. And so I'm just doing the final touches on something very simple, but I am worried about things like this curved turnout. And maybe I'll be able to add some extra stuff too. But this is the basic thing right now. So back to the video.
Anyway, so let's go through what we're going to look at today. Give me a sec. Well, unfortunately, I have to bend over for these. Let's see. Okay, so we'll start with my original locomotive, which is this, the CN road switcher. And, here we go. I actually haven't tested this to see if it actually works properly. I don't think it's going to work straight off the bat. It's always been a bit weird, and I do think there's a loose wire in here. And it's always been a loose wire since I can remember, and now it's really loose. And it needs a bit of restoration. Oh, look at that. Hold on. As you can see, it's missing its pilots. And I happen to have one of the pilots here, which is, hold on, I'll put this, here we go, in front of this white background. So you can see it. So that's the front of the pilot, that is the side, and it really should clip into this, but the problem is that this side is broken. I think this could be a 3D printing job, or somehow, my neighbor has a resin printer, it might end up being that. But if I can print a couple of these out, that'd be great. And the same thing goes with the F9 units. Now we're only going to check today locomotives we haven't actually looked at properly. So we know that the 3 Hornby tank locomotives work. We know that the Wren Mix MT4, whatever it is, the 264 tank, it works. We also have tested the CP Rail G3 Pacific. And that works. And then the 2 CP Rail in old livery, one doesn't work. It kind of makes noises. The other one works, but has issues with the wheels. They're rusty, so it doesn't make proper contact with the track. But that one definitely does work. So we're just going to start with this guy. So we have the CN Road Switcher, number 3000. This is the classic transcontinental model. It's been rejiggered into a CN model. Put that over there. What we got here? Oh, yes. Now this one I know isn't going to work. This is the other, my original. No, hold on. My original Pacific, and this of course is supposed to be the CP. This is the CP Pacific G3 with a Gresley tender, and before this it was the CP Rail or CPR Canadian Pacific one, which I showed earlier, and then before that it was the Hiawatha, which was just branded as a Hiawatha. Here's sort of generically branded. This isn't going to work because I took the motor out, and the motor's out because one of the spring wire that holds the this is so bright. What's going on here? Here, let's just do that. The spring that holds one of the brushes in is broken. It's also a contact, so we'll have to deal with that one. So we know that this one isn't going to work, so we're not going to test this. But what else do we have? We have this. It's still bright. Hold on a sec, guys. Here. Oh, well, whatever. So this is the LMS Pacific. This is actually the... Yeah, it's dirty, isn't it? This was the original... well, the body, anyway, was the original Tri-ang-Hornby model that came out in the 50s. The chassis has been improved, of course, naturally, over time. Unfortunately, mine has a little... stuff missing here from the tender, which is okay. So we can see if this is going to work. Like a used car. It worked last time I drove it. All right, I put that there. No, I'll put that there. What else we got? Hold on. And next is this guy. Sorry for the glare. There we go. A Hornby Railways model. So let's take this out. And it is the LNER B12. I always like this as a really... Well, there, it's trying to tilt that. That's a really attractive model. And I guess they only just replaced it a few years ago with a new molding. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little thing. This is R866, and this is the LNER B12. So it's very attractive, and it's apple green livery, so we'll put that there. And now we just pile some stuff up. So in here, here, let's take these out. So in here, put that there. In this one, I have the BR diesel switcher in the not original box. Yeah, just a blank box. So let's take this out, since it doesn't need to be in there. Again, there you go. A perfectly serviceable model. Hold on. Model. I think that's too bright now. There we go. But of course, the real diesel switcher had the frames on the outside with the crank outside the frames. But still, it works, and you know, it's a nice little thing. So we'll put that here. Another one. The Hornby Railways R52052 060 Class 3F tank locomotive in BR black. So let's take this out. In its original box. There we go. One in there. Yeah. Ta-da! And of course, you can see these two run on the same chassis. This looks a little. Yeah. All right. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. Yeah, it's not actually interesting, actually. So these all... Hold on, I'm looking for paperwork. Oh, here we go. And according to this, the original paperwork, this is dated the 17th of January, 1975. So it's less than 50 years old today. That's good. Put this away. Take that out. And last, and kind of unique, is this. It's the Great Metal Railways, but it's also Airfix. 4F tank, no, freight locomotive, LMS, or former Midland. We'll take this out, just for kicks. It has some weird catalog number I don't understand. That's quite the thing. And then that. And it still has its paperwork. Oh, look at that. Maintenance for your Fowler 060. The Airfix rail system. This will be interesting. This is tender drive, and this is from the 80s. Well, we'll see. It's tender drive is from 1980s. I think I got in 87. So let's see if I can get that out with killing it. That was simple. Okay. Now, this is probably the most model-y of locomotives I have. And let's just look at the back wheels. What do you think? Do you think those traction tires are going to work? That one looks kind of gray. That one looks... Oh, that's not a traction tire, I don't think. Oh, it is. It's nice to have 6 of them so I can like shred a few of them, but... Yeah, I don't know. Ugh. All right, I'll close that. So there you go. So we have this one, these two, that one, the LNER, and of course the LMS Princess class. So we're going to test these on my 3 feet of Pico track. The first one is going to be the 060 British Rail Diesel Shunter. Oh, let's do that. There we go. And put that. And I'm going to go forward again. There you go. Okay, this works great. And go half there. Nice and focus there. So that's nice. Go back a bit. This needs a bit. I think this needs running in, and I did clean out the commutator on this, a little alcohol and with a toothpick, and something happened there. But there you go. So that works. That's one locomotive that works. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so we have here the Hornby Railways R052, former LMS, but now in British Rail colours, Jinty 060 tank locomotive, a shunter of some renown. Here we go. I'm going to put my hand, without touching the camera, here. Okay. Well, it was working. Let's go full. There she goes. Okay. It was very reluctant. Oh, my hand's stuck. Hey. This was actually cleaner than the other one, which is mechanically identical. Let's go here. I'm running at half power here. That's why it's giving grief. So we'll go back to full. So, Jesus. This needs a little more cleaning, I think. There she goes. And maybe some, as I say, running in. But that's pretty good. I'm really happy with that. And, well, once it stopped there, so that's a perfect place to stop. So that is 2 locomotives at work. We're going to cut to the next one. So this is the LMS Fowler 060. This is by Great Metal Railways, also known as Airfix. And it's also the only tender-driven model. So let's see how this is going to work. Oh, it's pretty good. Actually, really good. I'm surprised those traction tires still work. Now the thing is that this is actually geared a lot lower than the other ones, as I'm using the same power on the transformer or power supply. Ooh, maybe not. Let's put this to half. Yeah, it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that. Yeah. It does sound. That's an interesting sound. Very plasticky. Probably needs some oiling. But still, I'm actually surprised that this one works. But yeah, so that's 3 locomotives. Let's go on to the next one. Up next is the R866, the Hornby Railways LNER 460 B12 passenger and also freight locomotive. One of their older models, and a very popular one too, and quite handsome in this livery. Let's go. Oh wow! Oh, look at that. The chug chug works. That works really, really well. So, oh, okay. So this one I've not cleaned at all. It just didn't want to work. So that's great. Very nice. I'm again very pleased with that. That's a lovely locomotive. Let's see this. That's 4 locomotives at work. Moving on to the next one. This is the Tri-ang-Hornby R258AS. The LMS 4620 Pacific Princess Elizabeth. Okay, the AS probably denotes its livery. Okay, so here we go. I did give this one a bit of a clean. Oh, really? It needs more of a clean. Oh well, great. Yeah, I'm gonna clean. It's not bad. It's also not nice. Come on. There you go. Yeah. When I looked at the commutator in this, it was pretty dirty, but I'm very happy that's working. I think. Okay, cool. There you go. So that one's worked. That's, what is that, 5 locomotives now that work? So we're going to go, oh, I nearly forgot. Hold on. Last but not least, the old Tri-ang-Hornby road switcher in CN colors this time. So I don't think this is going to work. It has a loose wire. But let's see what happens. Nothing. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's 5 out of 6 locomotives. That's not bad. Okay, so what are the results of our test? So that works. The B12. The Jinty works. The diesel Shunter works. The Princess works. That works great. That works good too. That one, and especially this guy, will need a bit more of a cleanup. The commutator is really dirty in that one. This works, which is surprising. I need to get this, and I don't want this to glare out too much. There you go. I'm a little surprised it does work as well as it does. But I need to lubricate it, and I don't want to put any lubricant on it that's going to eat into plastic, because this entire mechanism is plastic, although the gears in these guys are plastic as well. But yeah, there's that. So we'll go there. And then my friend, the road switcher, really does need some work. And I'm going to, it's interesting to notice that wait, hold on, and then I'll bring this guy in too. So this one I know doesn't work, but it's going to get repaired too. So I'm probably going to pick up, there's some places in England that sell things like brushes, and in this one, in this case of this one, the spring for the brushes, that kind of thing. And I have hopes that this will work, because the other one works and this works, and they're both the same mechanism. The interesting thing is, or the notable thing is that all these locomotives have X4, X04 type motors, which is the classic Tri-ang motor, and this one doesn't. And same with the F units, has the same mechanism, and of course a lot of the British diesels have the same mechanism, just a different looking bogie. So that's probably why it doesn't work. There's less robust. So I'm going to take a look at the F unit diesel that doesn't run and see if I can get that working before I attempt to do anything with this one. I've got to practice my my soldering. Anyways, so there you go. Those are the locomotives. So I got working locomotives. All I need now is track. So that's the next step in this one, is getting some track. So that's part 2 of this video.